Welcome to the monthly haul, the monthly pickups video where I round up everything that I've bought in the past month, and I go through it and show you guys and talk about the releases I've picked up, and of course the films themselves if I have seen them. I wasn't meant to be getting much in January. It's not the largest haul, but I have acquired quite a few titles, so I would like to show you guys. So it's one of them videos where you can just sit back and chill and watch, and I'll chill too, and you can just, see what I've picked up. I've got some gifts that have been sent, and I've got some ones I've picked up. There's some titles in this video that I've already shown in individual videos, like Carrie and things like that, but I'll put them into the haul anyway in case somebody, in case somebody who watches hasn't seen the individual video and would like to just get a full sort of perspective on the releases I've picked up for January. Yeah, I really didn't want to get too much, but I've got more than I wanted to. Not exactly that much, but spent a bit of money and stuff. I wanted to take it a bit easier. Hopefully February I'll be able to do that, maybe even less than January. I don't know though, because I've been enticed by some bargains I've seen. So anyway, that's for another video. Let's go forward with the pickups video. So this is everything I've picked up in January. I'm going to go through it, have a little look. There's a stack of them. You can probably see some of the titles, but I'll go through them in detail. Also do some sort of unboxings, if you will, in this video. I'll unwrap some Blu-rays 4Ks that I haven't actually opened yet, so I'll open them in this video as well. So yeah, let's roll the intro and we'll get yeah, so no particular rush. I do like these videos to sort of go on a little bit, because I'm a big fan of watching big haul videos, ones that are have quite an longer running time. I think they're quite nice to sort of chill and have a look at. So we'll go through everything I bought. I think we'll start with some, well, subscriber mail, if you will. From got sent some Blu-rays from a friend. There's a 4K in there too. So this is a stack I was given from Stuart George. So Stuart's on YouTube. If you are into physical media and top 10s and film perspective in general, movie talk, film talk, what have you, give Stuart's channel a go. That's Stuart George's Home Movies on YouTube. That'll be easy to find. I'll try and put a link in the description. Anyway, Stuart's a good friend of mine. He sent me some bits. I'll show you what he sent me. Sent me 1917, which is a 4K, and it comes with this lovely slip. I've never actually watched the film before. I'm not a big war film fan, really. I find the historical aspects of the two world wars very interesting, and I do like documentaries and kind of podcasts about them to listen to sometimes, but I've never really been a big fan of the films. But I am intrigued to watch 1917 because it's meant to be a really good one. This is a little look at the 4K. Very grateful for this, so thanks a lot for that, Stuart, sending me a 4K. Absolutely brilliant. I'll check that out sometime. There's the lovely slip. Really nice artwork. And just slide that back on. There we go. So no particular rush with this video. Just want to chill, laid back, go through some movies, pickups and things like that. So another one which he sent me is Django, the 1966 spaghetti western with Franco Nero, Sergio Corbucci. Yeah, brilliant film. Watched this last night for the viewer's choice. This got voted for, and I did a review and thoughts on it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And that coffin, that he drags around, and then you find out that there's a machine gun in it. This is a Blu-ray edition. I know there's an Arrow as well, and Arrow did an US release of a 4K as well. That's the alternative art, but I didn't have this film, and I never had much intention of buying it yet. I probably would have got it at some point, but Stuart sent it me, so I've got this lovely edition here, so I shall stick with that. Fantastic release and film. Another one, which I've heard of, that Stuart sent me, is Earth versus the Flying Saucers. So obviously it's a classic sci-fi, probably quite cheesy. Looks like is it black and white? It looks black and white, might be in colour. Nonetheless though, thanks a lot, because this looks like fun. I'll definitely give this a go. Perhaps after a few beers or something, chill back with a friend and watch this or something. Oh, nice artwork on the inner sleeve. There you go. Great discard too. So I have to have a look at that one. Oh, I said 4 films. Stuart actually sent me 5, so there was 5. I've shown 3. He also sent me a copy of Unbreakable. So I have seen this movie before. It's part of the M. Night Shyamalan trilogy with Split and what was the other film? Glass. Sorry, someone's banging upstairs, so it puts me off a little bit. Yeah, it's got Bruce Willis in there, Samuel L. Jackson. I saw this on TV a few years ago. I didn't love the film. I really like Split, the middle entry in the trilogy, but this one didn't quite resonate with me. But I'm definitely grateful to have a copy of it on Blu-ray, because I probably wouldn't have bought it myself, and it gives me a chance to re-watch it. So there's Unbreakable. And finally, we have A Bullet for the General, also Tote Amigo. So A Bullet for the General, you've got Klaus Kinski in there. He's the only guy I know. Gian Maria, Lou Castro. Yeah, Klaus Kinski's the only one I know, but this looks like a fantastic addition. Another spaghetti western by the looks of it. I know Stuart loves them. There's plenty of spaghetti western material on his channel if you check that out. Looking forward to this one. This should be fun. There's a look at the disc. Oh, there's some alternative art too. Oh yeah, a little bit different. It's just the same artwork. It's a German edition, so what the Germans do is they have the certificate side of the sleeve on when you buy it, and then you can flip it and have the same artwork but without the certification, which I love. I love that about German editions, and I always flip it too. And that's one thing some UK standard editions should do, have the alternative art. Well, they do sometimes, but they should do it more regularly like the Germans, I think. Okay, so thanks a lot, Stuart. That was 5 movies Stuart sent me. Very grateful for them. Go check his channel out, Stuart George's Home Movies. Just a quick one here. I said I was going to do some sort of like unboxings, but I won't do. This is a Disney film I just picked up really cheap. I saw it for like £2 brand new, and I do quite like the movie Zootropolis, so I picked that one up. Saw it a few years back when it come out. I thought it was decent, good story. There's some cringe in it as well, with it being a more modern Disney. I know it's from about 2017, I think, or 2015 even. It might be 2015. Excuse me if I got it wrong, but it can be a bit cringe with it being a more modern Disney. I like my classic stuff. Still, I thought I'd grab it because it's quite a good story. It's got a bit of a twist in there as well. Quite a good story with animals, about that guy, the cop, the fox who's like a cop, and then the trainee cop, police woman, animal, whatever, who is the rabbit, the bunny. So yeah, picked up Zootropolis. Nothing major there. Picked this up, Stephen King on Screen. So a documentary regarding Stephen King and his film adaptations. So, you know, Stephen King, famous author, wrote some great books, like his first book, Carrie, you know, It, The Shining, Pet Sematary, all sorts, Shawshank Redemption, Green Mile, you know, there is loads. A bunch of short stories he's wrote that are really good. I think Silver Bullet was originally a short story, and Graveyard Shift, I love that film too. I do have that. There's so many Stephen King adaptations out there. This is a documentary about him. Looks interesting to me. I've heard bad things online, you know, on YouTube, on people talking about it. I've heard a number of times that it's not very good. I'm going to try and open it for this video so we can just have a quick look. That's if I can get in there. Oh, yeah, I'm in there quite easily. Don't want to make too much of a mess with the plastic as well. Yeah, I love Stephen King. You know, I've got a bunch of his books. Like, I've even got like Under the Dome and things like that, and the Juna Key, which I have yet to read. But yeah, great author Stephen King. I thought Dr. Sleep was a brilliant book, and I also like the film adaptation from is it Mickey Flanagan did that? He does stuff for Netflix as well, like the House on Haunted Hill adaptation and things like that. But yeah, I thought the Dr. Sleep film was brilliant, and so was the book was really a good read. Really like the whole, is it the True Knot, you know, the villains, like the vampiric kind of villains. But anyway, this is a documentary talking about his film adaptations. I've heard it's not very good or interesting. For me, I'll be the judge of that. I'll watch it sometime. There's a few of the people who are interviewed in there. Frank Darabont, you've got Mick Garris, he's done a lot of adaptations. Mike Flanagan, he's done a few Stephen King adaptations. And of course, that'll be Tom Holland, who directed Child's Play and Fright Night, amongst other films. It's a bit of a bare bones release. Nice cover, I like what they've done with the cover. A Vinegar Syndrome partner label also released this with a slip. They did a bit more of a comprehensive, like, better looking release, and it probably had more special features, but I just went for the sort of £10 UK, like, bare bones release, which is fine for me. There's some bonus features, as you can see there, so I'll be happy to check it out. And it's one, I do collect Stephen King things on Blu-ray and DVD, you know, adaptations. They need to get The Night Flight on Blu-ray, because that was a good film. I have the DVD, but they need to get a Blu-ray done of that. Oh, something's fell over. I'm not going to worry too much about that, as this is a bit of a casual video, but I'll just adjust things slightly. That's me grabbing at things. It's just gone timber, you know, like a tree in the woods being chopped down by a lumberjack. I picked this one up. It's a Severin release when they did some releases in the UK, which they've started doing again soon. They're going to be doing Nightmares in a Damaged Brain, a UK edition of their release of that. This is She Killed in Ecstasy. So it's a Jess Franco film. It's obviously kind of like an exploitation film. Obviously about a female, like, probably becoming a murderer or something. I'll try and crack it open. Some of these are a little difficult to get into the seal, but you can watch me struggle. Can't really be bothered to do any cuts on this video either. I know, like, it's good to edit videos and things, perhaps even make them a little more interesting, but I'm just gonna try and aggressively get in there if I can. It's not working. So difficult sometimes, these releases. I wish they were all like Vinegar Syndrome and had a nice, like, lip you could just pull off at the side. But I would like to have a look at this one, and I'd like to do it on camera. I've not watched it yet. Obviously, like I said, sort of thriller, exploitation. Might even be a giallo. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's a giallo. I don't know if it is. I don't think it's a giallo. I think it's just like an exploitation film. It's a certificate 18 over here, so it'll obviously be violent and probably have a bunch of nudity in there, which I'm down with. I enjoy those sort of movies. I went on an exploitation kick in December, which was fun. A couple of weeks before Christmas. There's a look at the cover. Nice cover. Nice looking woman on the cover. There's the back. As you can see, some shots there, and you've got your synopsis. Yeah, don't know much about it apart from it being a Jess Franco film and a Severin release, but looking forward to it. She Killed in Ecstasy, so that should be interesting. Oh, I'm warm tonight, very hot, and it's a winter's night as well, but still. Picked up this release from 88 Films of Delirium. This is an exploitation film, don't know much about it. Saw it at a really good price. I think it came out maybe last year or the year before from 88 Films in cohesion with Severin. I'm doing that one-handed because I'm just using my e-cigarette at the same time because I'm chilling, so I thought I'd get my vape out. So that's why I was a bit unsteady, like a bit shaky on the camera. But yeah, the cover looks amazing. Like, look at that. And it's quite a nice sort of semi-durable slip box. It's not just a slip cover that goes over it. They did Night of the Demon, the Bigfoot movie, like this as well. It was with Severin as well, and they did like a nice slip box rather than a slip cover. Love that artwork though. It looks fantastic. Same there. I assume it's probably got a reversible art. We'll have a quick look at that. There's a little look at the special features. It's an 88 release, pair of legs there. Let's have a look. Oh, so we do get a poster as well. There's that. Beautiful artwork on the disc. It's the same as the cover, but it just looks great on the disc. I'll give you a little look at the alternative. There's the alternative. That's quite good as well. This looks like a crazy silly movie. I picked it up at such a good price. It was pre-owned, but off eBay from a settler, but like they were selling it for about like £5 in mint condition with the slip, and I thought, you know what, I did hold off on getting this when it first came out, but I thought, you know what, I'll actually snag myself one of them, pick it up, you know, for that price. So you get a little poster. We'll have a quick look at that. I assume it's going to be the cover art, which is great. There's a look at that. As you can see, same art as the cover. Get that folded back up, and there is a little insert booklet. Well, it is a booklet. Severin did this release in Region A as well, and they had this artwork on it, which is nice. I like the kind of font and the blue and stuff. Like, how it contrasts. We'll just have a quick look at the book, as I do on this channel when there's any reading material. Yeah, just a quick look. There we are. Delirium, so looking forward to seeing that. Yeah, good buy, that one. Such a good price. I couldn't, you know, for five UK pounds with a, you know, a nice 88 edition with a slip box and a poster and that and a booklet. Yeah, I thought I'll give it a go. Even if I hate the film or dislike it, you know, I didn't lose out really. So goodbye, that one. One I've done a video before, so if you want to see a complete unboxing, do check it out, and that's the Horrible Dr. Hitchcock from Radiance Films. This is a great edition, 2-disc edition, 2 cuts of the film. I think it's a US cut and an Italian cut. I think I watched this one last week or the week before. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, but it was a stellar movie nonetheless, and the artwork's fantastic. So I won't go over this one too much. Let's just get in there. So you got your 2 discs, there's your insert, you got your booklet, nice booklet on the film. Yeah, basically about this doctor who he goes away when his wife dies. I won't reveal too much, and he comes back with a new lover, new lady friend, and a new wife. And yeah, she starts to get all paranoid and can see his ex-wife around the house, you know, looking quite zombified, and it goes from there, and all is revealed. And he's quite a sinister guy. He's a bit of a maniacal like doctor, you can probably imagine. It's kind of like, it reminds me of some of the Hammer films, you know, it's that kind of thing. It's from like the late 60s, Italian production. One I shown earlier on a video, but I'll just have a quick look. That's Peeping Tom. It's the new release that came out yesterday, Monday the 29th, from Studio Canal on their Vintage Classics line. It's a brand new restoration, overseen by Martin Scorsese, and looking forward to this one. So there we go. So also in like sort of cohesion with BFI, I think they were responsible for working on the restoration. Can't wait to watch it. This will probably be tonight's movie. It's a sort of like POV film. Looking forward to that. So another one I picked up was a release from Second Sight. Now they've just done a big limited edition set, which looks fantastic. I didn't go for that. Just didn't fancy it on this one. I've never seen the film before. They also did a standard edition 4K. I didn't go for that because I went for the Blu-ray. And they also released the new 4K scan on this Blu-ray. I went for the Blu-ray because I saw this brand new from a seller at a really good price. I mean, I think, you know, I paid under 20 for it. So I thought I'd just snag the Blu-ray up. Weren't too fussed about having this on 4K, but it looks like a good film. It's an early Martin Scorsese. It's got Robert De Niro in there, I think he's in it anyway. I'll be talking nonsense if he's not. Just trying to have a look. Maybe he's not. Maybe he is. Let me have a look off camera so I can just clarify that, because I feel a bit silly. Doesn't really say. No, I don't think he is. Maybe he has a small role or something. Oh, well, I did say Robert De Niro is in this, but I'm not sure. I don't know much about the film, never seen it, barely even heard of it before it got announced by Second Sight. But I picked up the Blu-ray. I just thought, you know what, I'll just get the Blu-ray. It's a bit more cost effective. I don't need a 4K of it for me. I'm just happy to own the film in a really nice edition. And this is that. It's got the same artwork as the set and the 4K standard, so I was happy with that. So I went for the Blu-ray. We'll have a quick look. I'll open it up. Similar with some sort of crime film, gangster film. It's from the 70s. Mid-70s, I think. There's a look at it. This is a Second Sight release. This is their standard edition Blu-ray. Nice. It's got some nice artwork there as well. That's Mean Streets. That'll go on sometime. I also picked up another Second Sight release, and that is the 4K of High Tension. I know they've just released an awesome limited edition set with all the whistles and bells and all the finesse and all the supplements. I just went for the standard release because it's the same disc, it'll be the same transfer. It's got loads of special features, even this standard edition 4K stacked. It's a French extreme film, pretty crazy. It's also called Switchblade Romance. I watched it last night, really good, really like graphic. A couple of bits are actually quite hard to watch, and I'm not that squeamish now. As I could have, you know, I was in the past when I was younger, like through watching all these kind of like extreme movies. But there's one part where a big shard of glass goes into someone's foot and they're walking along and she takes it out, and it's pretty disgusting. It's quite revolting, quite like cringe inducing to watch. The climax is brilliant. I won't give the plot away because it's got some twists in there, but yeah, it's such a bloody climax. Like, you know, you've got I forget what they're called now. What are they called? Like a sort of grinder, axe grinder, saw thing that the killer's holding, going through like a car windscreen, and he's trying to get at his victims. It's just very gory, very violent. And one thing I will say is I love like crazy gore and violence, like for example something like Evil Dead, but I find that kind of wacky, outrageous gore where it's not realistic. It looks really good, like the special effects, don't get me wrong, but it's not so like gritty or real. So over the top violence I enjoy more because it's almost cartoony, if you will, something perhaps like Brain Dead, also known as Dead Alive. It's very gory and bloody, but it's also very over the top and, you know, just crazy and not realistic. A film like this, the violence is in there, might not be the most over the top carnage, you know, carnage filled violence, but it's very nasty and gritty and it looks very realistic, and this film did seem that way. It's a horror thriller. It's very intense, very tense, very good as well, well acted. It's a subtitle job, so you'll have to watch it. If you speak French, you're fine, but you'll have to watch it with English subtitles on. It's got French audio. Yeah, the violence is very gritty and realistic, quite difficult to watch. It's very, very realistic. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Okay, so we're getting down now. I think the video's gone on long enough because this isn't the biggest haul I've ever done. I've got under 20 titles. I just thought I'd chill and do it. I showed this last week. This is the 4K release from Arrow Video of Carrie. Transfer looked great. Grainy in spots, but you know, that's how it's meant to be, so I haven't got too many problems with that. I do prefer things a bit more clarity and crisper. Nonetheless, it was a clear transfer. It looked really nice. Just a bit of heavy grain in some scenes, but fantastic transfer. Watched the film fully, uninterrupted for the second time in my life and loved it. Yeah, it was great. It was a lot of fun. Lovely set as well. This is one of their thick limited editions. There's an unboxing of that on the channel if you're interested in that. So we're getting down to the wire now. You know, I think got a few more releases to show, and I've picked up finally the 2021 film Lamb. This is an Icelandic film. Again, another subtitle endeavour. You know, you're gonna have to, it hasn't got an English dub or anything. You're gonna have to read the English subtitles, but this film was fantastic. I thought it'd be average because I've heard it's average, so going off the general like sort of overall consensus of like the reviews and things, I thought, yeah, this film will probably be average, but I want to see it for myself. Watched it, was immersed in it. Great storyline, a lot of weird like references to like mythology and things in there, even if you don't notice that on the surface at first glance, but it's quite a deep film. The story's great. I don't even want to give too much away. The ending slaps you in the face. It's fantastic, and this is Lamb. I'm not going to say too much, but I loved it. I thought it was great, and I gave it like 4 stars out of 5. I'll talk about the narrative and talk about what I thought of the film in the monthly what I've watched video a little later on in the week, which I'll put out at some point. Another one that I've covered on the channel, there is an unboxing of this if you want to check the channel out, the Skin Crawlers channel, have a look. I've got a full unboxing of this. This is the limited edition set of The Psychic, directed by Lucio Fulci, released by Severin. Great film, great transfer. The film looks really nice on in 4K. You get your Blu-ray discs as well, and there's a soundtrack in there from what I can remember. Yes, it's Severin. They normally do with their limited editions, but a soundtrack CD in there. Great film. I have seen this film before on Blu-ray, but I got rid of my Scorpion Blu-ray. I thought, you know what, I like, because it's a Fulci film, let's get 4K. Anyway, unboxing of that on the channel if you're interested. Another one that there's also an unboxing on the channel is Spider Labyrinth. This was a lot of fun. It was crazy. I didn't know much about it. It was a complete blind buy. It's very kind of likening to like Lovecraftian horror, while not being a Lovecraft adaptation. Obviously, there's Lovecraftian influences in there. It's an Italian horror classic, a lost one, apparently. There's a look at the other artwork. Looks fantastic. Great 4K release from Severin. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Just 90 minutes of crazy, like, out there fun. It's not exactly a cinematic masterpiece or anything, but it's got great special effects, nice little narrative. It's very fun. Good bit of Italian horror. Yeah, Love crafting as well, so if you like your weird creatures and things like that, you're quite covered in that department. That's Spider Labyrinth anyway. And last but not least, I picked up RoboCop on the PS5. So I bought a PS5 Slim. I had a PS5 regular, but got rid of it because I wanted the Slim version because of space, basically. Not that I live in a tiny little box or anything. I just thought, well, why take up more room when you can have the smaller version? And I just fancied having the smaller version of the console. So, but I got RoboCop at the same time. I've played a bit of it. It's basically your typical kind of decent like first person shooter game FPS with a RoboCop skin. So you get to be RoboCop, and you know, you've got all these kind of guns and stuff and whatnot, and you're kicking ass, and you've got your like you've got his abilities, so it takes quite a lot to kill you because you're heavily armored. As you can see, it's RoboCop, so it's a lot of fun being RoboCop. It's just not one of these games that are going to break the mold or anything. It's kind of likened to other things, but with like your RoboCop, it's got a RoboCop skin. Very good game though for what it is. Kind of average, like run of the mill, but it's a lot of fun, you know. And as a RoboCop fan, it's nice to have this game in my collection. I'd probably give it like a out of 5. I'll probably give it like a 3.5. So not, you know, good score, not a bad score at all. It's just not going to break the mold or anything, but the graphics look great. The game looks fantastic in 4K. And it's a hell of a good time being RoboCop. That's the haul anyway. I did get another one, but it's in my brother's room, so he's probably playing it. I also got another PS5 game. I got The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which I've watched a bit of him play. I haven't played it myself. I picked that up as well. I won't be able to show that in this video, as I've already started recording and stuff. Anyway, that's my monthly haul. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It's just one of them videos where we go through some titles you haven't seen me show that I picked up, but which you wouldn't have known about, and some I've already covered, of course, because I just do everything in the monthly haul video. Any comments about the releases, or what do you think, you know, leave a comment by all means anytime, and I'll get back to you when I can. That'd be great, having a bit of a conversation about these films, or perhaps you've had some decent pickups that I haven't picked up, you know, and you want to talk about that, like whatever. Drop a comment, of course, as always. I'll be back next month with another haul video. Might be smaller, might be bigger. I'm just going to put a big question mark over the top and say who knows, but I'll do a haul video every month when it comes to it, you know, when we're at the end of the month, beginning of the next one. And that is about it, I think. I've rambled on for long enough. I enjoyed doing that. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you on the next one.